Good morning. What are you doing?
Dude, so I was gone, and so other people were sitting here. Now my chair just reclines forever. It's like, whee!
And that's bad?
Yeah.
Why?
It's hard to focus when you're laying down, Spencer. So I'm now...
There's too many jokes to be made.
Figure out how to... Oh, there it is. Forgot about this little knob. See?
Is that it? Oh, found.
Yeah.
Good morning for real this time. We are in late office today. It's also Jake's first day back in the office. It was hard to see your fingers.
How about this one?
Very clear. That one was very clear. We're starting the day off right, apparently. See? Karmic retribution right in front of you.
You're gonna see it too, because I was like...
That's gonna be a good slow-mo.
We're starting the day off right, apparently.
So it's a pretty busy. Okay. It's a pretty busy day here in the office today because Jake and I are headed to Kenya on Thursday, or Thursday, if you will. So we're trying to get all the things done that we need to get done before we leave for the next couple of weeks. And I wanted to talk to you today, part of the human experience of this idea of the struggle. It's spawning from a comment that we got on YouTube from our good friend Emma, who always comments, Emma, thank you. And we wanted to highlight what that means. But now I have a meeting, so that'll have to wait for later. So,
Can you get to work, please?
I think he's been waiting all day to do that. We've had lunch. And we're gonna work a bit more, so I'm gonna get to you about the struggle stuff, I promise. But just a fun update. I've been traveling this world with my car with only one key to my car, which is probably not super responsible.
Oh, do you have the other key?
So yeah, so what happened is I learned today that someone at our office had my other set. So I now have 2 keys to my car. So in case something happens, I have an extra now, which is great. Which I also need to now do for my apartment, because I only have 1 key. And if that's gone, then I don't know how I get in. I guess we break the door down. But that's for another vlog. So earlier, there was a comment on our last video. Emma, thanks again for your comment. And it got me thinking about what you guys are seeing online, specifically with me and with other people. So YouTube and a lot of the social media, you are seeing people's highlights of their day. Most times you're seeing the best versions of themselves, and you don't always get to see like the struggle that happened behind, or some of the other things that happened that day, which is with us as well. And a lot of times we're just showing you the fun things that happened throughout the day. But I also think we've done a pretty good job, and we could be better at showing some of the things that were difficult that day, or some of the things that were harder. And so that's what I wanted to do today. Because Emma, you were so sweet about your comment about like, you've done so much, and you're so inspiring, and I still have a lot of dreams that I want to get to. So what you're seeing now is 20 years worth of really hard work and like sweat and like a lot of tears. A lot.
Literal tears?
Literal tears. So I'll give you some examples of what that means. So way before I worked for We, when I graduated university, I like got out into the real world, and I couldn't find a job. And it was like super humbling and super frustrating. I had to go back to working retail. I worked at Target for a year, and then I worked at Pottery Barn. And let me just also say, I'm not saying this because I think retail is bad. It's just not what I was looking for. And that's what I'd worked through college, and I had a degree hoping to like have a different job. So I had to do a lot of that. There was a point at one time where I was unemployed, and I was like super embarrassed, and I couldn't pay my bills. And I had to call my parents, and I had to ask them for money, so I had a place to live. And I'm really grateful that I had that support system that I could turn to. And then I had to watch my best friend land a really amazing job, and he started to get all these perks, and he bought a new car, and I was super jealous because that's what I wanted to. And I was really miserable for a really long time. And it wasn't until like I took a really big risk and went to Kenya that everything changed for me. But let me be very clear, that all came from hard work. There's been a little bit of luck that I've taken advantage of when it's presented itself, but for the most part, it's been lots of hard work. And there's this, I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm just gonna paraphrase from one of my favorite books, The Alchemist. Paulo Coelho basically says, don't think that the world has thrown you these challenges because you've done something wrong. The world or the universe or whatever you believe in throws these your way so that you can master the lessons that you need to learn along the way to then be successful. And so that's what I sort of chalk it up to. And there's going to be a lot more struggles, and we're going to show those to you guys. But I think it's important to remember that just because what you see now, it isn't always like that, and it isn't always inspiring, and it isn't always exciting, and that's the same with social media. And so that's why I get a bit nervous about being a public personality, because some people get caught up in all of some of the cool things that you see us do, which we get to do. But a lot of it is, there's been a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice behind the scenes. So just remember that, and remember that chasing your dreams is hard. And if it isn't hard work, then I don't think you're doing it right. So I would love to know some of maybe the struggles that you guys have faced and some of the ways that you've reached your dreams or working towards your dreams. I would love to know a bit more about that, but that's the real tea when it comes to the human experience. Yes. It's now time to head home. It's 9,000 damn degrees outside today. I'm not complaining, I just need a drink is all. So I'm gonna go home and cool off. As I cool off here in the fridge, my mom would be like, close the door. It's probably gonna beep soon. Jake and I parted ways because it was the end of the day. So I went and got the keys made, and now I'm at home. And that's it for today. Folks, as always, you're a new best friend. Call us every 5 minutes. Bye.